What's up, Tech Titans? I'm back with another absolute banger. We've all been there. You're in the middle of a Valorant match or finishing that crucial work project when, boom, the infamous blue screen hits and your whole day is cooked. But listen, after today's video, blue screens will never scare you again. I'm about to drop some actual working fixes that will help you recover from any blue screen error in seconds. No cap. These methods fixed over 2,500 computers in our repair shop last year alone. Before we dive in, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tech fix that could literally save your digital life. Let's jump right in. What causes blue screens? Blue screens happen when Windows encounters something so bad it literally has to stop everything. The tech term is bug check, but we all know it as the blue screen of death. System crash, or kernel error. Here's the spiel. About 70% of these crashes come from third-party drivers, 10% from hardware issues, 5% from Microsoft's own code, and 15% are so messed up, even the experts can't figure them out. But don't stress, I've got you covered with fixes for all of them. Whether it's a system service exception, a driver power state failure, or any other scary error code, we're covering it today. Basic fixes that actually work. Let's start with the quick fixes that solve most blue screens. Method 1. Remove new hardware. If you just installed something new and then got the blue screen, it's probably the culprit. Shut down your PC, take out whatever you just added, and try again. No joke, this fixes about 20% of all blue screens instantly. Method 2. Safe mode hack. If your PC keeps crashing, safe mode is about to be your best friend. Here's how. Press Windows I, click Update and Security Recovery. Under Advanced Startup, click Restart Now. Then select Troubleshoot, Advanced Options, Startup Settings, Restart. When it restarts, press 4 or F4 for safe mode. Once you're in, we need to check the device manager for any devices with yellow exclamation marks. Those are basically your PC screaming, "Fix me." Right-click the device and select Update Driver. If this doesn't help, disable or uninstall the device. Method 3, the SFC command. This command is underrated. Here's what to do. Type CMD in the search bar, right-click command prompt and run as admin. Type this exact command, sfc/scanow. Wait for it to finish. It might take a minute. This command is literal magic for fixing corrupted Windows files. Method 4, BIOS and driver updates. Outdated drivers are the #1 cause of blue screens. Here's how to fix them. Visit your computer manufacturer's website, enter your model number, download the latest BIOS and drivers, run the installers and follow the prompts. Pro tip: use a tool like Driver Booster or the manufacturer's own update tool to make this way easier. Advanced fixes for stubborn blue screens. If you're still getting blue screens, it's time for the big guns. The DISM command secret Microsoft tool. This command rebuilds your entire Windows image. Open command prompt as admin. Type dsm.exe online cleanup image restore health. Let it finish completely. Note, the DSM tool requires an active internet connection. For best results, connect an Ethernet cable directly from the router to your computer. Keep in mind that safe mode with networking does not support wireless internet connections. The event viewer contains the receipts of what happened before your crash. Search for Event Viewer and open it. Go to Windows Logs, System. Look for red error entries around the time of your crash. Google the exact error codes you find. Memory testing, no one talks about this. Bad RAM is often the hidden villain. Here's how to check. Type Windows Memory Diagnostic in search. Run the tool and let it test your memory. If it finds errors, time to replace that RAM. Common error codes breakdown. Let's talk about the most common error codes you'll encounter. System Service Exception, 0xC0021A. This usually means a system service crashed. Try running SFC command. Updating all drivers. Check for Windows updates. Page fault in non-paged area, 0x00000050. Windows expected to find something in memory, but it wasn't there. Classic suspects are faulty RAM, run memory diagnostic, corrupted system files, bad device drivers, virus infections that modified memory. Video TDR failure, 0x00000117. This is the big brother of video errors. TDR stands for Timeout Detection and Recovery, and this error means Windows tried to reset your graphics driver, but completely failed. Here's how to fix the video TDR failure error. Temperature is key. Download HWiNFO or MSI Afterburner, monitor your GPU temps. Anything over 85 degrees is the problem. Clean dust from fans and heat sinks. Improve case airflow or add more fans. Power issues are common culprits. Make sure your power supply is strong enough for your GPU. Try different PCIe power connectors from your PSU. If using daisy chain power cables, switch to separate cables. Check if your GPU needs additional power connections. Stop overclocking. Now reset 10E GPU overclocks to default. Use MSI Afterburner to actually underclock by 5 to 10 cent. Lower memory clock speeds, specifically reduce power limit 90 to 95 cent temporarily. Check for conflicts. Remove recently installed software. Disable GPU-intensive startup applications. Check for conflicting RGB control software. Update or roll back Windows updates. Video engine timeout detected. This error is a major headache and shows up when your GPU's video engine has completely timed out. Basically, your graphics card stopped responding while processing video tasks, and Windows gave up waiting for it. Here's how to fix the error. Perform a complete GPU driver reinstall. Download display driver Uninstaller. Boot into safe mode. Run DDU to completely remove current drivers. Install the latest drivers from NVIDIA, AMD, or Intel's website, not Windows Update. Check for video hardware issues. Reseat your graphics card in its PCIe slot. Try a different power cable from your PSU to the GPU. If possible, test the GPU in another system. Disable hardware acceleration. Turn off hardware acceleration in browsers. Disable it in Discord, Zoom, and other video-heavy apps. Check Windows settings for video acceleration options. Adjust tier delay registry value. Open Registry Editor. Navigate to HQ Local Machine System, Current Control Set, Control Graphics Drivers. Create DWORD value, TDR delay. Set value to seconds gives your GPU more time to respond. IRQL not less or equal. This error screams memory problems. Try testing your RAM, removing any new software, checking for virus infections, driver power state failures. This happens when a device driver goes into sleep mode while you're still using it. Windows sends a wake signal, but if the device doesn't respond in time, you get this error. Fix it by updating your chipset and device drivers, checking power management settings in Device Manager, disabling fast startup in Power Options, updating your BIOS. DPC watchdog violation 0x00000133. This error happens when the deferred procedure call takes too long to execute. Basically, your PC is waiting for something that never shows up. Fix it by updating storage controller drivers, especially SATA and NVMe, checking for hardware conflicts, running the command verifier st drivers in command prompt only for advanced users. Remove recently installed software. Critical process died 0x000000EF. This error is terrifying because it means one of Windows' core processes just completely died. It's like if your heart suddenly stopped beating, your PC can't function without these critical processes. Here's how to resurrect your PC from critical process died. Boot into recovery environment. Force shut down your PC by holding the power button. Turn it back on and immediately press F11 or whatever recovery key your PC uses. Select Troubleshoot, Advanced Options, Startup Repair. Let Windows attempt to fix itself. System file corruption. Fix. Boot into recovery environment. Select Command Prompt. Run these commands in order. SFC scanout, dsm.exe, online cleanup image, restore health, chds/f/r. Identify the dying process. If you can still boot sometimes, open Event Viewer. Go to Windows Logs System. Look for events with critical level near crash time. Google the specific process name that's failing. Check for malware, super common cause. Boot into safe mode with networking. Run Malwarebytes and Windows Defender full scans. Remove any detected threats. Check startup programs with Task Manager. This error often appears after Windows updates, antivirus software conflicts, or when malware has corrupted system files. UNCORRECTABLE error. This is the most serious hardware error you can get. A stands for Windows Hardware Error Architecture, and uncorrectable means exactly what it sounds like. Windows detected a hardware problem it cannot fix by itself. Here's how to diagnose and fix the error. CPU issues. Check if your CPU is overheating. Install HWiNFO. Reset any overclocking to default values in BIOS. Reapply thermal paste between CPU and cooler. Make sure your CPU cooler is working properly. Memory problems. Run Windows Memory Diagnostic Extended Test. Try removing and reinstalling RAM sticks. Try running with just one RAM stick at a time. Check if your RAM is on your motherboard's compatibility list. Power supply issues. Ensure your PSU has enough wattage for your components. Listen for clicking or buzzing from the PSU. Bad sign. Try a different power outlet or power cable. Consider replacing your PSU if it's over 5 years old. Motherboard, BIOS. Check update to the latest BIOS version. Reset BIOS to default settings. Check for bulging or leaking capacitors on motherboard. Test hardware components in another system if possible. This error is extremely common with new PC builds, after hardware upgrades, or when components are starting to fail due to age. Unmountable boot volume. This error is pure panic. It means Windows literally cannot find or access the drive it's supposed to boot from. Your boot volume has become corrupted or disconnected, and Windows has no idea where to start from. Here's how to fix unmountable boot volume fast. Check physical connections. Power down completely. Open your PC case. Reseat all storage drive connections, both power and data cables. Try different SATA ports on motherboard. Run automatic repair boot from Windows installation media. Select repair your computer. Choose troubleshoot, advanced options, automatic repair. Let Windows try to fix the boot volume. Use command line recovery tools. Boot from Windows installation media. Select command prompt from recovery options. Run these commands in sequence: bootrec/fixmfixboot, bootrec/rebuild BCD. Check disk for errors. From command prompt in recovery, identify your Windows drive letter, usually C. Run chhadsc with your Windows drive. Wait for it to complete, can take hours on larger drives. Restart and check if Windows boots. This error often appears after power outages, improper shutdowns, or when your hard drive SSD is starting to fail. System thread exception not handled. A system thread generated an exception the system couldn't handle. Fix it with updating drivers, especially graphics and audio, disabling hardware acceleration in browsers and apps, running checkdsc/fr from command prompt, video dxgkrr, fatal errors. DirectX graphics kernel found issues with your GPU. Fix it with updating graphics drivers, reinstalling DirectX, checking for GPU overheating, testing with graphics settings lowered, K-mode exception not handled. Kernel mode code generated an exception that couldn't be handled. Fix it by identifying problem drivers with driver verifier, updating all drivers, running sfc and dism commands, check disk health with chkdsk. Inaccessible boot device. Windows can't find your boot drive. This is serious. Fix it by checking BIOS settings, make sure SATA mode hasn't changed, updating storage drivers, running startup repair. In worst cases, you might need data recovery. The nuclear option. If nothing else works, sometimes you need to start fresh. Windows reset. Press Windows I, go to Update and Security, Recovery. Choose Reset this PC. Select whether to keep your files or remove everything. This is the ultimate fix that works 99% of the time when all else fails. Prevention tips. Here's how to prevent blue screens in the future. 1. Always keep Windows updated. Tuesday patches are crucial. 2. Update drivers monthly. Set a reminder. 3. Don't overclock unless you absolutely know what you're doing. 4. Clean physical dust from your PC every 3 months. 5. Monitor temperatures with apps like HWiNFO. 6. Keep at least 15% free space on your system drive. 7. Use a good UPS to prevent power issues. And there you have it, Tech Titans. No more blue screens ruining your day. If this video saved your PC, do me a solid and destroy that like button. Drop a comment with your blue screen story, and I'll try to help anyone still having issues. Until next time, stay techy, my friends. Peace.